Welcome back to Coventry's Garage. Today, I'm going to try to put some air lines in here. Redo what I have set up for the air compressor. I've been wanting to upgrade it for a few years now. Perfect time to do it. So, if you feel like hanging out and sticking with me, if you find it interesting, hit the like button. Let me know what you're into, and maybe I can, make a few videos around that kind of stuff and leave the boring stuff out for you. But keep in mind, I'm no professional, I'm no contractor, and I have absolutely no idea what the hell I'm doing. I'm winging it, like most of you probably would. See if we can make something cool. I'm gonna get to work.
Figure before we get started here, I'll show you kind of an idea of what I plan on doing. A couple of the things I'm going to do, the reasons behind a few of the things that I'm not going to do yet, and where this is going for the future. So let's get started. Okay, so I've had this air compressor here for a while, and I had a soft line run up through the roof and over to the other side where my hose reel is. Well, that's not very functional for me, so I'm updating it. And what I'm going to be using is 1/2-inch PEX tubing. Some say it works, some say it doesn't. I'm going to find out for myself. I've got most of what I need to get this going, get the project started. There's a few things that are coming in the future that I'll have to add in later on. I'll cross that bridge when I get there. But for now, I'm going to put a fitting down here to start off the compressor, and it's going to run up here. And I'm going to run a board across here because my intention, once I get a bracket and fittings for this, is to hook up a Harbor Freight air dryer. I don't know. Hopefully it'll help me. I occasionally paint things and I'd like to have some dry, clean air to do so. So I'm going to have that mounted right here in the future, and the line's going to run up that beam. It's going to go that way to the front and this way to feed the other side of the shop. And at some point, I'm going to figure out where in this wall I'm going to tee off and go through to the race shop. I'll figure that out before this video is over, I'm sure. So, with that being said, let's get back to it. Okay, first thing, I got to take some measurements, start making up that board. So, let's see. 14 3/4. You stay right there. Okay, let's see how bad I am at this. Perfect. Probably go right about there with it. Set it in just a tad. Perfect. put this all together without clamping it first until I'm happy with how it all fits and the way everything lines up. Then I'll start putting clamps on it. But I will be clamping it, don't worry. So while I was talking about this project to a friend of mine and we were getting ready to start planning this whole thing out, he came up with a great idea. Brackets to hold the pecs, 3D printed. So he sent me the design, and I spent the better part of about 8 hours last night printing about 60 of these things, which I'll use throughout the whole project. Even though I'm not going to be clamping it, I'm still going to clamp it to the wall. Those are easy enough to take off, and then I can clamp it all when I'm done. For now, I'm not going to be putting any gaps in here. I'm going to run the straight pipe. I'll cut it out, redo it later when need be. Wanted to buy the straight sections of pipe. Kind of wish I did. It would have made this a lot easier. But here we are. Stuff is fun to work with when it's half frozen. so far. Go find more fittings. All right. Good 4 feet. Right at 4 feet. So after the first attempt at measuring that, to avoid looking like a complete fool, I decided to cut that off camera. This coiled stuff is a pain to measure and cut at the same time. Really wishing I bought the straight sticks when I had the chance. Live and learn. This one I will clamp while I have it here. I feel like that should be tighter, but the right one, so we'll run with it, I guess. Okay. Okay, this is what we've got so far. So the air is going to come in here to here. I'm going to make another rubber hose like this. This runs over to my tire changer. I'll probably redo that also. But right now we're running up here. At some point, this is going to go here. I'll work on that when the day comes. We're going up that wall. Now we're going to work on the section going over there. Let's try to not knock everything down on my walls here. I know I said I wasn't going to clamp it, but I don't want to do this twice.
Lost the first one. Set her a little too hard.
It's bound to happen. That's better. I'm not worried about how many clamps I use because I make them at 40 at a time and it takes me 2 hours to do it. So I'll use 100 of them.
If it looks good, I'm doing it.
This curling pipe is not making it easy though. That's for sure. This is where the line's going to most likely go through the wall to feed the other side of the shop.
Gives me a good direct shot to where my workbench is. And it'll be a nice place to have an airline out in front.
All right, so I think we're gonna call it for today. I jumped ahead and finished up the last little bit of the corner there. I'll show you what I got done, but kind of was getting a feeling like, you know, how many times do you need to see me screwing in a clamp? Don't want you to get bored. I want you to have fun here. So let's take a look at what we got done. All right, back at square one. So we got that all plumbed in. I got the clamps all put on. It's all good to go, ready for the air dryer when I get around to it. Line's all run. I'll run up through here. I put in the fitting right there where I'm gonna tap in to go to the other side of the shop. We'll get onto that when that comes back, and then come down here along the wall to the hose reel. And I put a connector in case I need to do anything over here and I need a short hose or just don't feel like dragging the reel out. I have the option of changing if I feel like it. You never know. But with that being said, I'm gonna see if the green truck will fire up. It's been on the battery tender now since yesterday, and be the first time it started since probably October. See if she starts. Like I said, no guarantees. I tried to start it a while ago, the battery was dead. It didn't want to cooperate, but we'll see what happens. Well, that's pretty cool. So aside from some bad gas and needing to stretch its legs, get out and run for a little bit, it's ready to come out of hibernation for the winter. Come out and have some fun with it. Got a bit of work to do to it this year, which you're going to see here. A few things to do before that. I got some motors to build and some other projects I got to get to, but you'll see plenty of this truck, trust me. Whether it be car shows or driving around or working on it, you'll see it one way or another. But anyway, that's it for right now. I'm going to take a break for a day or two, and I think I'm going to come back when I got a helper and finish this video out. Or this may just be one video all on its own. Depends on when I get my helper out here to film. Maybe we'll have a little better camera quality. I got a cheap tripod. It's kind of working, but I don't know. Tell me what you think. If you like what you saw, hit the like button. Subscribe even. That'd be cool. Like I said, I'm winging it just like most of you are. And we'll see if we can make something of this. If not, well, hey, I tried. But we'll see you in the future. Thanks for checking out Coventry's Garage.